Hello, fellow university student. What's that? Oh, you want to learn harmonica? Well, that's amazing because I've actually been learning for a whole couple days now. And I've picked up this harmonica that just so happens to be in my hand. So please take a seat next to the broken wine bottle and glass shards that are getting in my arm. And let's start learning. Before we start, I think I have to let you know what affordance means, which it refers to the instrument's capabilities to create sound and music, according to the chapter that, of course, I'm sure you read because you're in the same class as me. And so it has to do with the way that the instrument is designed in order to create music. And so the harmonica is designed in such a way that affords two-dimensional playing, which of course you also have to know, because with this instrument, for example, you can go side to side, as well as blows, which means breathing the air through, or drawing, which means sucking the air out. And that's an important distinction to make when we're playing harmonica, because all the songs rely on either blowing or drawing, and the same hole can make a different pitch depending on which one you are doing. Because this 10-tone diatonic harmonica is in the key of C, which you're able to tell right by this corner here, you can find this sweet spot in this harmonica very easily. If we go to hole number 4 and we blow a note, that's going to be your C note, and that's going to be the sweet spot, because you can find that there's a lot of movement that you can make from this note in direction of, you can go up in the scale, you can go down. It's at the start of the major scale that I'm about to play for you now. And well, let's play it. Let's play it and let's see what you think. So I'm gonna start by blowing. I'm gonna blow, then draw, move on to the 5th, then I'm gonna do the same thing, 6th, same thing, and then instead of doing the same thing on the 7th, I'm gonna start with draw, then I'm gonna blow. A little confusing, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. So I'm gonna pucker, and I'm gonna create a suction around the hole in my lips, and we're gonna try and play a nice note. So if you do it lightly enough, and you do it with not too much pressure, you're able to create this singular note that isolates from the rest of the holes. You should have probably chose a better teacher, because I'm still learning this and it's a very tricky thing apparently, but that's how you would do it in theory. So let's at least try it in practice. So I'm gonna create a nice pucker right around there, pretend it's a straw, some may say. And by doing that, you can go up the scale, and that's going to be your C major scale. Okay, imaginary student, now it's time to learn a quick little song. You probably should have chose a better teacher, one that doesn't have glass shards in their arm, but that's okay. I'm going to have my notes right here, so if I'm not making eye contact, this could be why. I've got the tabs. We're going to give it a shot, so stick around. I hope you're focusing quite well. So I'm going to do the same puckering technique, and we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, so that was Oh Susanna in a slightly butchered form. As you could tell at the very end there, I really tried to lock onto that singular note like I was telling you about before. It's a process that I'm still learning. hope you can forgive me for my imperfections and learn from my imperfections. Do as I say, not as what I do, is what many great teachers will tell you. Maybe they won't tell you that, actually, but I'm going to tell you that. So, oh, and then let me tell you how to bend, of course, because we're just so close, and I only tell my really close university imaginary friends how to bend on a harmonica, because it's only, reserved for those really close connections. But what I like to do is start on the 4 or the 5 hole, or even both, up to you. And I'm gonna hold it like regular, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw. And when I draw, I'm gonna get my tongue and go kind of like that. And I'm also gonna like do more of an ooh with my mouth, kind of like I'm going wow, wow. Like think of a siren, think of a ambulance siren, and pretend that you are that ambulance. And just add a little pizzazz to it and get this really cool effect. And sometimes, I don't know, I see the people online do this. I don't think it makes a difference, but you could definitely give it a shot. And so you got that like wow, wow effect. I don't know how else to describe it, but this is called bending. So you're bending the notes by a certain amount of tones. Also, that's why I did the 4 hole, because you can bend it more than if you were to go to like the 1, because of the chart. There's a chart that if you did your reading, you should see. And so I think it's the 4th or the 5th hole. I don't have my notes open anymore, but that you can bend for a couple of those boxes, whereas with the other ones you can't. So that's why around the 4 is also the sweet spot. It's got everything going on. It's your central hub. It's like the union station of the harmonica, or perhaps the Bloor and Young, maybe, because access to both lines. I don't know. This could be up to you, but that's how you're gonna bend. You're gonna and then I wanted to end on a nice in the key of C. So I forget what it is, like with the 1 and the 5 and the 7 or something. But when you blow in, it's like it wants to resolve. And so then all you gotta do, or sorry, when you draw, that's what happens. So then if you're drawing on the 1 and the 2 hole, just blow out, and that's gonna resolve it in the key of C. So with that resolution, I hope you learned something, my imaginary friend, and I hope we feel this bond sometime again soon. So thanks for coming, and have a great time learning the harmonica.